Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown announces a landmark settlement in a landlord-tenant case.
The multi-million-dollar settlement involves a multi-family rental housing complex in Temple Hills, and CTV's Katerra Jones has more on that story.
That's right. After a months-long legal process, tenants who lived in unsafe living conditions at the Heather Hills apartment complex are finally getting some financial relief.
This is the largest restitution that our division has ever obtained in a landlord-tenant case.
$11.2 million. That's how much restitution the property owner and property operator of the Heather Hill apartment complex in Temple Hills will now have to pay to former and current tenants. Attorney General Anthony Brown and his Office of the Consumer Protection Division says that the Heather Hill complex violated consumer protection laws.
There are countless Marylanders, not just in Prince George's County, who suffer from landlords who refuse to or invest in the property, who neglect the property, and we're here to say we're going to hold you accountable.
Brown says the property owner and operator ran the rental complex for close to 3 years without a proper license, all while still charging rent. Some of the living conditions that the renters dealt with were simply horrible, such as mice in their units, leaking roofs, broken appliances, and even mushrooms growing in their apartments.
When residents complained, the landlords neither fixed the apartments nor made them livable. Instead, they continued to charge rent, threatened late fees, and even tried to evict tenants from homes that were never even safe to begin with. All of these actions by Heather Hill were illegal.
What will happen next? Well, Heather Hill will be required to pay back money to current and former tenants for when the property was not licensed. Current tenants will get dollar-for-dollar credits for past payments, while former tenants will get cash for past payments in about 6 months. Also, more than 200 eviction cases will be dismissed.
Former tenants, Heather Hill cannot seek to collect any unpaid amounts that they received before January 13th, 2025, which is when they got their license. And that amount is over $8.8 million. Now these families can move forward without the cloud of Heather Hill trying to seek that money hanging over their heads.
The Consumer Protection Division will also work with renters to correct their credit record. Katerra Jones, CTV News.
Thank you, Katerra, for that story. Brown says former and current rentals impacted can get support by calling the Consumer Protection Division's Consumer Hotline, and that number is 410-528-8662.